Lewis. Look at you on video, you can't camera, Pop Lewis. Better look mean, Pop. Better look hard. Look mean, yeah. Get a mean face. I've knocked you out.
This is going on the video.
Say hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
I wake up. Hey, who's doing whose laundry tonight? Let's go. Get on the other side, Brad. Get on the other side. Stand by on this side. Grab it.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
You going down the other side?
Roger, go ahead.
All right, Trump.
Pull him up, Crump. Pull him up, Crump. Grab on right there, Crump. That belt. There you go.
Next, come on.
Change the other way.
Y'all ready?
The other way.
Okay. First grip, Private.
Y'all ready?
You go, you're almost there.
Hey, sir. Go over here and move this mat in, please, sir. Push mat. Good job, Private. Good job. Come on, more. Come on, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Hey, let's get some motivation. Come on, go help you out. Don't fall on your face. Come on, Sparks. He's telling you too. Come on, man, dog.
I got you. Yeah. Come on, what's the way? Come on, come here and get the man out. Come on. Yeah. Come on.
Get away. Hey, Travis. Come on, y'all can do it. Come on. Jump. Come on. There you go. You got it. You got it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Step.
Paul.
Step. Come on, Warriors.
Hey, it's not a low crawl. You pull yourself. There you go.
Turn it. Stay as low as you can.
Stay as low as you can, because I guess.
I want to see Cal start when he gets up.
Put your head down.
Yeah, good, good.
Come on, Conan. Hey, Rabbit. Hey, you. You wait about 5 feet apart, then move out. Okay. Turn around. Now turn. Step on the rope. Step on your other foot. Right like that. There you go. Now get out of there. Get out of the way for another warlord.
Come on, Kruger. Hand over hand, man. The lower you get, the less likely it is for your guys to fall.
Can you believe you were afraid of that?
Open them up!
Oh!
Hey, over here, brothers. Over here. Follow my head. Watch that feet, brothers. Keep waving those hands. Wave those hands. Follow me.
Oh, you know why?
Brothers, come on. Come on, that shit hurt, don't it?
Oh, these are the knots.
Keep walking, brothers. Come on. Wave it out. Wave it out. Walk it on.
Hey!
Keep walking it up, Private. Hey, Hall, that's the shit right there. That's what dreams are made of. Hey, Private, you ain't running away. Keep on going towards your equipment. All right. Don't rob it. Don't rob it. Don't rob it. Go towards, hey, go that way. Get over there, Private. Get over there. Get over there.
It doesn't help to pour water on yourself, so don't eat that.
David! Come here, Malvo. You want to go again? Want to go again, Private? Oh, yeah. Feels good. Want to go again? I have any good paper. Come towards me, boys. Hey, come this way.
Hey, third! Third! Third, go to the equipment! equipment. Go to your equipment. Come on, follow my voice. Go to your equipment. Follow my voice. Come on. Come on, follow me. Jump towards you, boys. That was come on, Abe. Whoa, watch out. Open your eyes, flat your arms, man. Open your eyes. Go straight. Go straight. Go right over there. Follow me. Follow the big loud voice. I know what you're saying. How you flapping your arms? Open your eyes. Follow the voice. It ain't that bad. I see you, man. Keep flapping your arms. Keep flapping your arms. Come on, man. Make it back to the unit. Get away from me. That's all, sir. Get it out of your system, guys. Spit it out. Blink your eyes as much as possible. Follow me. Hey. Keep flapping your arms. Come on, let's go, guys. Come on, keep going. Keep going. Get it. Flap it out. Flap it. Come on, follow my voice. Get down this way. Flap your arms. Wake your eyes. You love it. It'll feel better. Let's go. Keep going. Keep walking, man. Come on. It'll get better. Come on. Keep walking. Keep walking. Walk, Private. Walk. Flat your arm. Slow down. Go right. Keep flapping. Go right. Go over there. Over there, guys. To your right. Keep your eyes open and walk around. Do not close your eyes. Don't touch your eyes. Right here, kill him! Kill him! Down dog! Down dog! Can hear you. Get a score 25, get a sound up!
Hey, sir, watch out for that wall right there. There's a block there. In here? Roger, sir. We got wasps all over this place, don't we? John! Oh! 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 God! Oh! Ah! 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 Hey! Hey, son.
Four, that one's four right there.
Just target down, Pride. Go, son, go.
Jimmy.
What?
250. 150. 150.
Easy, guys. Deal. Fuck, we're gonna run out of badges here.
Cock your throwing leg, point your knee towards the enemy.
Watch it going, lady.
Grab onto something. On command to engage, sit up, throw high horn overhand, roll these stomachs down off with grenade. Engage! Grenade! Grenade! Roll over, don't watch. Roll over. Take a peek. Roll to your back. Thumb the clip, twist and pull pin. Put your knee down. Thumb the clip, twist and pull the pin.
What are you doing pulling that pin under you? Huh? Is that what you're supposed to be doing?
Put your knee down. He's going to get shot off. Grab onto something. On command of engage, sit up to a high, hard overhand. Roll to your stomach, start off with grenade. Engage! Grenade! You have to sit up to throw the grenade far enough. You didn't even try to sit up.
Down. Take a peek. Get your head back down. No more than 3 seconds. Roll over on your back. Roll over. Let's go. Let's go. Hurry up, Private. Get your head down. Head down to be on that grenade. Thumb the clip, twist and pull the pin. Thumb the clip first. Twist and pull the pin. Thumb the clip, twist and pull the pin. Head and eyes. Remain on the grenade. Cock your throwing knee towards the enemy. Order the man of the game. Cock it towards the enemy. Throw the grenade high, hard, and overhand. And roll over on your back. Sound off with grenade. That's right. Engage. Sit up. Grenade! Huddle up. Huddle up. Let's go, Private.
Take a step to your right. Get away from the wall. First thing you're going to do is take a peek. Stand up, take a peek. One, return your head now to the grenade. The grenade should stay in your chest. Does not go to your forehead. Thumb the clip, twist the pull pin. Thumb the clip, twist the pull pin. Keep the grenade in your chest at all times. Keep the tight front grip at all times. Tight grip. On the command of engagement, throw the grenade high, hard, and overhand. Watch the grenade strike the ground, squat down, and sound off with grenade. Engage! Grenade! Grenade! Throw it high, hard, overhand. Not under the bent, over the bent. Look at the
When I say the grenade, go throw the grenade high, hard, overhead. Return to a promise and sound it off with grenade. Do not attempt to watch grenade go down range. Engage!
Grenade!
Hang it up, man! Hang it up, man! Wait, one leg, one down, let's go down that ring, knee, leg, trail, leg. Keep your grenade in your chest, head and eyes on the grenade. Hush!
Next 10, roll!
The outside arm closest to me should be hanging freely at your side.
Step back, left turn, make left face, right arm, break away.
Head and eyes on the grenade, Private. Elevate your nose, hold on approximately 45 degrees. Hard grenade, 3 to 5 inch bound your tempo. Roll back in the waist, slightly bend that natural bend in the knee. When I tell you to engage, you're going to throw the grenade high, hard, overhead, returning to a prone position, standing up with grenade. Do not attempt to watch grenade go down range. Engage! Grenade! Hang it up, man! Wait for it, let me spot the pole pin. Thumb safe, twist the pole pin. The outside arm closest to me should be hanging freely at your side. In your chest, son, in your chest. That's the only thing that's keeping it from going off right now. Rock back in the waist slightly, creating that natural bend in the knee. When I say engage, you're going to throw the grenade high, hard, overhead. Return to a prone position, sound it up with grenade. Engage! Grenade! Come on, put that knee back on the ground. Grenade in your chest. Look at the grenade. The outside arm on your temple. Rock back in the waist slightly, creating that natural bend in the knee. When I tell you to engage, you're going to throw the grenade high, hard, overhead. Turn into a prone position, starting off with grenade. Do not attempt to watch grenade go down range. Engage! Grenade! Hang it up, man! Hang it up, man!
What else? What else? Right, what else? You want to place the camera? Alright, all clear, private, all clear. On decontaminating you stuff. Remember I kept saying, can you see me? He said, yes. I said, can you see me? You sure? 10 seconds. What are you supposed to do when you break and seal your mask? What do you do when you first put your mask on? You got to Google it, dog. Okay. What do you do? You sure? Yeah. That's the reason for that one. Second one. Keep going. You about to hit the second one. On put on, wear, and remove your mask.
issue.
Don't go too hard on Miguel, he'll break. How are you going to do that?
Until the object is clear, or until he passes out, or until the next comes. So, listen to feel better, so you tell much after breathing.
Okay, there's breathing.
The next one is from shock.
Think about it. Change that.
Yeah. Okay. Shock. Check. Find his belly button. Check clear. Breathing. Passes out when you crack leg. Stop down, cradling his head until it reaches down. If he is not why, give me one or two reasons why you look for let's say clothes, sticky clothes, dark clothes, and if you don't see anything, go through. You check your head. Check your arm.
Okay, there's no bleeding, John.
Check.
Shock. Illness in skin. Blue blotch areas around the mouth. Nervousness, thirst, loss of bleeding. Nausea and vomiting.
You're in a hot environment.
Hot environment.
This guy has all those signs and symptoms. Treat him for shock.
Alright. First I'll move him to the shade.
Okay.
I'll loosen his clothing around the neck and around his waist. I'll elevate his feet higher than the heart.
Okay.
I'll talk to him and reassure him that he's okay. If I ever have to leave the victim, turn his head to the side.
Okay.
Would you like me to give you a sister? He says yes.
And if there is yes, go ahead. I'll put my thumb with my other hand on my thumb. Then I would push only up. Okay. And I'll continue to do so until the
What are you doing as you're going back? You're not going back that way, are you? How are you going to play for a long time? Where's the enemy, sir? Don't let the kids go. That blaster cap away. Don't have it banging around. Wait, no. Look at me. What you got to do? Gentlemen, unless we stop. I don't stop you. Drive on. I told you that 1,000 times already. If I don't say stop, I'll continue on. I ask you a question. Ask you a question. You got you. Get down until you put that in all the way. Yeah. Down. All the way. You gotta take it off the neck. Put it on the bag. Put it over to the table and start feeding them. Stop. All right, here we go. Drive on. Drive on. Looking good. Looking good. Continue down there. Continue mission. Don't forget ATAR. Drive on. Don't forget ATAR. Need to talk yourself through it. No harm in talking yourself through it.
Time.
Drive on.
Not doing the thing. Stand by. Get on. Relax. Think about things while you're there.
Drive on.
Think about it. Next man.
It's not a race. It's a test of standards.
I see the light. I see the light.
Drive on. Good. Good, Private. Wait! 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks. Yeah,
1 week and 6 days. That's where you're wrong.
Don't drive the right.
Hello.
Okay.
No, they don't. Cheesy. The one thing you can truly rely on. Charm.
Come on, first. You should have been over that wall. Second, get up against that wall. Move. The guy in front of you moved over the wall. Third, where are you going? Third, you stay put. Third, four. You stay where you're at. Get off your knees, Private. Stay off your knees, people.
Goddamn.
What are you doing? Keep your legs up like that. Back over that bar. Back over that bar. Start over. Turn. Watch. Get up. Okay. Weapons up. Weapons on your wrist like you're supposed to. This one's a high crop. Fire side against the wall. Non-fire side. Not the weapon side, the non-weapon side. Check for booby traps. Swing your feet, legs out over the wall. Back 2 feet, hit the ground. Inbound, quickly turn, squat, scan through the sights of your weapon, look to the right, point and move out. Pull that weapon in your side. You're not low crawling anymore. Keep your head turned when you check the strap. Get your head on up in there. That weapon is your side. Once you get that wall, that weapon needs to be in your side. Put your head down, Private. You said how you're low crawl with your weapon right now. I don't think so. Go back to the wire, try it again. Keep your heads down, gentlemen. Don't lift your heads up to you off the wall. Once you get the wall, pull the weapon in your side. Rotation off fire side up against the wall. Check the wall. Keep your head. There's no moving, Travis. Rotate your feet, legs out over the wall. Pull back your feet, hit the ground. You better move out. Turn, squat, scan through the sights and move out. Go, get full! Stop out here. You need to continue to move. You got somebody who is an obstacle.
Stay down. Head down. Did you check that wall? Yes, sir. Oh, no, you didn't. How far?
Sir, private letters, since I have Helms and Hollis, sir.
From where?
Helms and Hollis, sir.
All right. Who's your company commander, Private?
There you go, sir.
Step over here, Lieutenant. See this first lieutenant?
Yes, sir.
Good. Who's your commanding general for this post? OCG.
The commanding general is Major General Harrimeyer, sir.
That's the old one. We got a new one now. That's gonna hard for you all to remember. How about Major General Bell? All right?
Yes, sir.
All right. All your uniforms fit that you have?
Yes, sir.
They're not the wrong size, too big, too small?
No, sir.
All right, good.
Sir, Private Con, Urbana, Ohio.
What's your second general order, Private?
My second general order is obeying special orders and protect. Obeying special orders from all duty.
Oh, he's ate up. This is Private Winter. He's a foobar. Private Rubner, he's stressed out right now. He's pretty stressed out. I'll tell you about one.
I'm nervous about inspection.
Here's a shot. Come on.
Where you from, Private?
Private Dallas, Dallas, West Virginia. Loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage, sir.
Hello. Yeah. Commander.
Battalion commander is General Thomas.
No.
Sir.
Lieutenant Colonel.
Lieutenant Colonel Ale.
Good guess.
Indiana, Pennsylvania, sir.
Indiana, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
That's a town?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We've said Army values?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage.
Very good. What about you, Private? What's your first general order?
Sir, my first general order is I will guard everything within the limits of my post. I put my post on and properly be, sir.
Excellent. Private Craig, who's your company commander?
Sir, my company commander is... Sir, I'm not sure, sir.
We went through this before. We got another one, right? Come over here, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant Quinn, sir.
Excellent. Who's your drill sergeant?
Sir, my drill sergeant is Drill Sergeant Graham, sir.
All right. What's your second general order?
Sir, my second general order is I will obey all my special orders and perform all my duties in a military manner, sir.
Where are you from, Brian?
Private Ralph, Casino House, sir.
What's your 7 Army values? What else?
Loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage, sir.
Very good. Private Outlet, where are you from?
To the house, sir.
What's your first general order?
I will guard everything with
morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Second Lieutenant Todd L. Mooney, your narrator for today's ceremony. On behalf of the Brigade Commander, Colonel William J. Blankmeyer, the Battalion Commander of the 2nd Battalion, 46th Infantry, Lieutenant Colonel Sean M. Mateer, the Battalion Commander of the 5th Battalion, 46th Infantry, Lieutenant Colonel Lawrence D. Abel, the Battalion Command Sergeant Major of the 2nd Battalion, 46th Infantry, Command Sergeant Major Charles Gregory, and the Command Sergeant Major of the 5th Battalion, 46th Infantry, Command Sergeant Major Deward C. Thomas. Welcome to Fort Knox, Kentucky. Please stand as the national colors and regimental colors are brought forward into position and remain standing for the invocation given by chaplain observers. Our nation's flag is very bright. Bright colors reflect the design, stamp of the country's land, people, government, and its ideals for over 2 centuries. Our flag serves as a symbol of service citizens' joy, courage, and for sacrifice. Many men and women have died protecting our flag from dishonor and disgrace. The Stars and Stripes is the most popular name for our flag. It is also known by several other names. Francis Scott Key first called the U.S. flag the Star Spangled Banner in 1824 when he wrote the poem that became our national anthem. The sea captain from Massachusetts called it Old Glory, and the flag was given to him when he took command of his ship in 1824. In 1792, Congress chose colors red, white, and blue. Red stands for hardiness and courage, white for purity and innocence, and blue for vigilance, perseverance, and justice. The stripes in the flag stand for the original 13 colonies, and the stars, of course, stand for the 50 states in the Union. Our flag truly represents all the people of our great country. It witnessed the birth of our nation and has grown alongside the people who still it is.
Let us pray. Almighty and gracious God, it is with rejoicing that we gather here today for the graduation ceremony of Alpha and Delta Company. We do so with the realization that we have much to be grateful for this day. We are grateful for your grace and glory, which has sustained these soldiers throughout their training. They have gained valuable experiences here, which will only assist them in the future. Grant that the lessons learned will be engraved in their hearts and minds, that they may not forget that which has gotten them this victory. Lord, we are grateful for the good leaders that you have given us. We give thanks to the professionals of these battalions, the commanders, the cadre, and the drill sergeants, who have all gone the extra mile to lead to victory. God, for the families and friends gathered here today, we are grateful. Thank you for their continued support of these graduates. And now, as they depart from this place to serve as soldiers in the United States Army, protect them, their families, and their loved ones. May God bless the regiment. Amen.
Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Today's ceremony is being conducted at Victory Field. Victory Field is dedicated in memory of the 5th Armored Division soldiers who served in World War II. The 5th Armored Division was activated 1 October 1941 at Fort Knox, Kentucky. The name Victory Division was adopted due to the dual symbolism, the letter V, the Roman numeral 5, and an expression of faith by the people of Nazi-occupied lands in their victory over tyranny. The Victory Division participated in campaigns at Normandy, northern France, Rhineland, Ardennes, Alsace, and Central Europe, and was inactivated October 1945. Before we begin today's ceremony, marking the successful completion of basic training by Alpha Company, 2nd Battalion, 46th Infantry, commanded by 1st Lieutenant Ricardo Gonzalez, and Delta Company, 5th Battalion, 46th Infantry, commanded by 1st Lieutenant Kevin Flint. These units began training on 18 June 1999. They have spanned 9 tough weeks and included physical fitness, customs, courtesy, heritage, traditions of the Army, first aid, rifle marksmanship, hand grenades, rappelling, land navigation, combat survival skills, and much more. In many of the tasks I just mentioned, your soldier has developed and proven his mastery. In many others, his training will continue in advanced individual training and with his first unit of assignment. In all facets of your soldiers' training, the underlying tone has been that we, the Army, serve a much larger purpose than ourselves, the American people. Through the last 9 weeks, we have stressed the Army's core values, which are America's values: loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. These values define us, the United States Army, and we work hard every day to live up to the standards associated with each one. We didn't teach these young men these values, though. We only reinforced what you had began when they were in the cradle. Their character, strength, and faith that you embedded in them are our foundation. The ceremony will now begin, the adjutant directing sound attention.
Bring your units to order arms. Order! 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 Arms!
The host commander for today's ceremony is Captain Everett E. Johnson. The reviewing officer is Lieutenant Colonel Lawrence D. Abel, commander of the 5th Battalion, 46th Infantry Regiment.
Bring your units to present arms. Present! Present! Arms! Present! Present! Arms! Sir, the companies are formed. Prepare to evacuate. Bring your units, order arms, and parade rest. Order! Order! Arms! Parade! Parade! Heh! Order! Order! Arms! Parade! Parade! Rest!
At this time, the reviewing officer and the host commander will troop the line and inspect the assembled troops. Alexander the Great was the first military commander to use this technique of inspection, and it has since provided the military commander with the opportunity to review his troops in battlefield formation and to form a general impression of their fitness. The 46th Infantry was constituted in May 1917 as part of the general mobilization for World War I. The 46th was assigned to the 9th Division at the end of the war. The unit was inactivated November 1921. The 46th Infantry was reactivated and reconstituted at Fort Knox as the 46th Armored Infantry, 5 Armored Infantry Divisions in 1941. The regiment consisted of 3 battalions, the 46th, 15th, 47th Armored Infantry Battalions. The 46th Infantry participated in the Normandy invasion, the liberation of France, and reached the Siegfried Line in September 1944. The 5th Army Division liberated the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg and also had the distinction of being the first American unit to reach German soil. The 46th fought in the 3-month bloody campaign of the Hurtgen Forest. This was the worst, most difficult, and trying conditions in the European theater. Casualties were extremely high. In December 1944, the 46th Armored Infantry lost half its effective strength in a single day, taking a stubbornly defended hill. Upon completion of the war in Europe, the 46th Infantry returned to the States and was deactivated in October 1945. The regiment was activated and deactivated several times in the intervening years. The basic training battalions of the 1st Armored Training Brigade were revisited in 46th Infantry on January 30th, 1987. Here, they trained the nation's youth, preparing them for the day when, like soldiers of 46 before them, defended our freedom.
Bring your units to attention. Company! No! And on! Company! No! And on! Persons to be honored. Center. March. Detachment! Forward! March! 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 Detachment! Halt! Sir, persons to be honored in colors present. Present the command. Bring your unit to present arms. Present! Present! Arms! Present! Present! Arms! Detachment! Present! Arms!
Please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Please be seated.
Detachment! Order! Arm! Bring your units! Order arms and parade rest! Order! Order! Form! Parade! Parade! Cut! Order! Order! Arm! Parade! Parade! Rest!
At the completion of each training cycle, soldiers from the company are selected for awards based on their achievements in various areas of basic training. All soldiers in the company are eligible for these awards and have competed for them against their contemporaries over the past 9 weeks. The awards are presented to those individuals who have attained the highest results in their basic training. Ladies and gentlemen, the reviewing officer, assisted by the host commander, will present the awards. The highest honor that can be awarded to a soldier in basic training is the General Creighton W. Abrams Award. The award is sponsored by the Fort Knox Daniel Boone chapter of the Association of the United States Army and is presented to only one soldier in the company who has distinguished himself as a highly motivated, dedicated, and loyal soldier. This individual is selected by a board of commissioned officers and non-commissioned officers. The award is presented in the name of the late General Abrams, whose personal qualities marked him as one of the outstanding military leaders of our time. The General Creighton W. Abrams Award winner for Alpha Company is Private Adam W. Sears from Greenville, Indiana. The next award, for which all men compete during basic training, is a Basic Rifle Marksmanship Award. This award is presented to one soldier from the company who attains the highest score on a 2-part qualification test utilizing the M16A2 rifle. Targets appear at a distance of 50 to 300 meters, testing a man's ability to fire his weapon in a combat situation. The maximum score that can be attained is 40 target hits. The Rifle Marksmanship Award winner from Alpha Company, with 37 out of 40 target hits, is Private Zachary W. Belsheim from Marshall, Minnesota. The next award that will be presented is the Army Physical Fitness Test Award. This award is presented to the soldier from the company who attains the highest composite score in 3 physical fitness tests, which measured men's speed, strength, and endurance while working against the clock. The maximum attainable score is 300 points. The Army Physical Fitness Test Award winner from Alpha Company with a score of 337 points is Private Raymond R. Dowling, Jr. from Daleville, Indiana. On a weekly basis throughout the training cycle, the platoons compete to be the outstanding platoon or honor platoon of their company. At the completion of the cycle, the company commander and first sergeant select one platoon as their honor platoon of the entire cycle. The honor platoons from Alpha Company are 3rd and 4th platoons. Accepting the award is Private Jeff J. Quell from Clover, Wisconsin. At the end of each cycle, the company chooses one cadre member who they feel performed in an exceptional manner. The cadre of the cycle from Alpha Company is Drill Sergeant Leon Johnson from Peoria, Illinois. The General Creighton W. Abrams Award winner for Delta Company is Private Zachary B. Witt from Wheeling, West Virginia. Private Witt is also the Physical Fitness Award winner with a score of 328 points. The Rifle Marksmanship Award winners from Delta Company with 37 out of 40 target hits are Private First Class Justin L. Lewis from San Antonio, Texas, and Private Michael J. Spurgeon from Marysville, Ohio. The Honor Platoon from Delta Company is first platoon. Accepting the award is Private Sean M. Berger from Findlay, Ohio. The cadre of the cycle from Delta Company is Drill Sergeant Kenneth M. Bram from Warren, Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of Alpha Company, 2nd Battalion, 46th Infantry, Captain Everett E. Johnson.
Good morning, Lieutenant Colonel Abel, Lieutenant Colonel Mateer, Lieutenant Colonel Smith, Sergeant Major Thomas, Command Sergeant Major Gregory, distinguished guests, parents, family, and friends, and finally, good morning, men of the 46th Infantry Regiment. Today marks an important day. These fine young men are graduating from basic combat training. They have worked 9 long weeks developing skills ranging from radio communications to first aid. They have mastered the very basics of combat. They have done this on little sleep while they were physically exhausted, and they always did it under mentally stressful conditions. It has been no easy task, and we have made sure that it is no easy task. We want them to survive, destroy the enemy, and be victorious on the modern battlefield. I'm proud of them for this, and we all as a country should be proud of them for this. Another reason exists for our pride in these men. These men have stood up and said, I will not let my freedom be taken for granted. Our freedom is worth defending through the possible sacrifice of my life. Many are called, these are the few that would make it. Men, may your God bless you, congratulations, and I will see you where I trained you to be, on the high ground. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Lieutenant Colonel Lawrence D. Abel, Commander of the 5th Battalion, 46th Infantry.
Thank you, Captain. Lieutenant Colonel Mateer, Lieutenant Colonel Smith, Command Sergeant Major Gregory, Sergeant Major Thomas, guests, friends and family of our graduating soldiers, and soldiers of the 46th century, of the infantry. Today is a great day for the 46th Infantry, the Army, and our nation. These soldiers standing before you volunteered into our nation's military service approximately 9 weeks ago, and at that time became a member of the Army's team. Graduating soldiers, as a member of that team, you'll be required to accept the responsibility of being a member of the world's most professional Army. You have met the challenges of the last 9 weeks, and for that, we all salute you. During these 9 weeks of training, these soldiers were taught 7 very important values, and you will hear a lot about that today. Loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. I encourage each and every one of you to not only remember these values, but to practice them each and every day of your life. Family members here today, you can be proud of the accomplishments of these soldiers as they continue their military careers into the future. The training here was tough, demanding, and challenging, but these great Americans standing here before you met these tasks head on in traditional American military fashion. They are the result of a combined effort of reserve and active forces who joined together as professional trainers to create these soldiers who graduate today. These soldiers graduating today are a credit to their families and communities across our great nation. With today's problems in our society, these soldiers standing before you today are a bright spot in our lives. Their sacrifices, as well as other soldiers in the armed forces, make it possible for us to enjoy our basic freedoms. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating these soldiers for their dedication to our nation's military and for accepting and meeting the challenges of basic combat training. Lead to victory.
gentlemen, the Abrams Award winner from Delta Company, Private Zachary B. Witt.
Dignitaries, fellow soldiers, and guests, good morning. Today is the date that all of us and our family members have been looking forward to for the past 9 weeks. Many of us came here undisciplined, out of shape, and nervous as the Army introduced us into the military life. We were taught to work as a team and we became a cohesive unit. We began with the Officer course as we came out with determination and excitement from our drill sergeant's high-speed demonstration. The next task we performed was basic rifle marksmanship, which one must pass to become a soldier. This was 2 weeks of hot weather, long days, and intense training. However, in spite of all adverse conditions, our company was still able to adapt and overcome, shooting a 77.7% first-time go rate. After basic rifle marksmanship, we moved on to more explosive weapons with the grenades and the AT-4. The adrenaline rush of throwing a live grenade and the concussion of the explosion was something I don't believe anybody will ever forget. Once we acquired the skill of firing the weapons, we learned what it was like to have them fired at us, both in the field training experience and the night infiltration course. Our personal courage was put to the test as we simulated night infiltration and live M60 rounds firing over our heads and TNT exploding close to eye. After 3 days and 2 nights of this rigorous training and lack of sleep, we stepped off with our 15K road march. We drove on through the night with a heavy rucksack and finished our training at Memorial Grove with the rite of passage ceremony. Throughout all 9 weeks of the cycle, everything we learned was beneficial, but one key element stood out. That was the Army Corps values: loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. This is what the Army was established on and is maintained on. In closing, I'd like to say that there's been good times and there's been bad times. We've always showed the will and determination to drive on. Through the Lord and excellent training from the drill sergeants who we'd like to thank, we are now soldiers in the greatest Army on earth. Speed to victory, sir.
Detachment, attention! Bring your units to attention! Company! No! And push! Company! No! And push!
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the reaffirmation of oath. And if you're a soldier and wish to reaffirm your oath, please do so.
Soldiers of the 46th Infantry Regiment, raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I,
do solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear
That I will support and defend.
that I will support and defend
The Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States
Against all enemies.
against all enemies,
Foreign and domestic.
foreign and domestic,
That I will bear true faith.
that I will bear true faith
And allegiance to the
and
same.
allegiance to the same,
That I will obey the orders.
that I will obey the orders
Of the President of the United States.
of the President of the United States
And the orders of the officers appointed over me.
and the orders of the officers appointed over me,
According to the regulations.
according to the regulations
And the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Please be seated.
Detachment, post. March!
command to form, organize, instruct, and issue parole and countersign words to the various guards on duty. Early parades also enabled commanders to give special instructions to subordinate leaders and to make command announcements. The U.S. Army Regulations of 1863, reviews were a type of parade, and dress parades were conducted daily, except on extraordinary and urgent occasions. The parade remains basically the same as a review, except that it has retained its original intent. A method whereby unit commanders can inspect troops, present awards, and issue information. Now passing in review is the commander of troops, Captain Eric J. Duckworth from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Now passing in review is Alpha Company, commanded by First Lieutenant Ricardo K. Gonzalez from Olney Springs, Colorado. Now passing in review is First Lieutenant, led by Drill Sergeant Paul P. Vanier from Florida, Michigan. Is Second Platoon, led by Drill Sergeant Paul P. Carr from Dublin, Ireland. All right. Good. Well. Now passing review is Third Platoon, led by Drill Sergeant Daniel F. Walker from Lexington, Kentucky. Now passing a review is Fourth Platoon, led by Drill Sergeant Eric R. Knoll from Memphis, Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as the National Guard pass review. Now passing a review is Delta Company, commanded by First Lieutenant Kevin K. Quinn, Seattle, Washington. Now passing a review is First Platoon, led by Drill Sergeant John E. Jones, Everett, Washington. Now passing a review is led by Drill Sergeant Brian C. Butler, Sacramento, California. Now passing a review is Third Platoon, led by Drill Sergeant John I. Marshall from Manteca, California. Now passing a review is Fourth Platoon, led by Drill Sergeant Lamar N. Kern from Richmond, Virginia.
Shoulder to right shoulder. You got it.